everyone. Today I'll be showing you guys how I achieved a highlighted coloring of my hair. I got kind of bored with it and I was just ready for something new, so I decided to get my hair cut and I decided to highlight it myself. I was very nervous going into this because I've actually never highlighted my hair before. I attempted to get it highlighted before at a hair salon and it didn't really go too well, so I wasn't really sure what was going to happen, but it ended up working out. It looks exactly how I want it to look, and just to let you know ahead of time, this is a twist out. You can go ahead and search on my channel for my twist out tutorials, the flat twist out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Okay, so before we go ahead and get started with the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not a licensed hairstylist. I'm not a professional in any way. So if you have any questions or any concerns about your hair, you can go ahead and direct those questions to a professional hairstylist in your area. I got all of these instructions from the pamphlet that was included in the color that I bought. So all I'm doing is just pretty much transferring that information from me, from what I read, to you. So just wanted to throw that out there. So one thing that was very important and vital in this process, this coloring process, was reading the instructions. When I first started, I actually read the instructions the day that I would plan on doing the color, and I ended up having to wait 48 hours before I could actually do it. So when you buy the color out of the store, you may want to open the box and read the instructions right when you get it, or you may be kind of put behind on your schedule because you may have to do certain things to your hair before you can even color it. So one thing that I read in the instructions was to do the color on clean, dry hair. A lot of people do their color on dirty hair, but I kind of felt that since my first coloring attempt was not successful a few years ago, maybe it was because my hair was too dirty. So I decided to wash my hair and wait 48 hours before I actually did the color. Now, the products that I use are the following. I use the Clairol Textures and Tones in Honey Blonde, and I also use the Clairol Textures and Tones in Blazing Burgundy. It says on the box that they're designed for women of color, so I kind of felt that this might be a little better for my texture of hair. It's permanent moisture rich hair color with no ammonia. One thing that I read in the instructions that ended up being very helpful in the process was the strand test. The strands test was important for me because in the instructions, it actually tells you to leave the color on your hair for 20 to 30 minutes. But when you do the strand test, you're able to see beforehand how long it takes for the color to stay on for you to achieve the color that you want. So even though it said in the instructions that you should keep the hair, or that you should keep the color on your hair for 20 to 30 minutes, I ended up doing the strand test and finding out that I would need to leave it on for 45 minutes. So now I'll go ahead and go into the actual process of the highlighting. You'll see right here that I am sectioning my hair into a bunch of different sections. What I was planning on doing was only highlighting a certain portion of my hair. So I did not highlight the front edges of my hair. I also didn't want to really do anything in the back either, in the back of my edges. So I parted my hair about 1 inch in, and I braided those parts and sectioned those parts off and put those parts to the side. So the only part that I plan on actually highlighting was the big middle part. So the next part of the process is mixing the color. You want to make sure that you mix the color after you section your hair, because sectioning your hair could take quite a while to do. And in the instructions, it says that once the color is mixed, you have 1 hour for the product to be effective. So here you see me mixing the products. The box comes with the actual color and it comes with the activator. Because I'm highlighting my hair, I didn't want to use the applicator bottle to add the color to my hair because I wanted to use a brush. So I went ahead and put the color mixture into a couple separate bowls with a couple separate brushes. Now I'll go ahead and start the highlighting process. So you'll see that I'm actually using the foil, the hair foil, the coloring foil, so I can make sure the color is separated as I go along. So I'm starting with the first section, and I am parting the hair diagonally into each row because I don't want there to be any harsh lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my honey blonde, and I just put the foil under the hair and I apply the color to the row. So after that row is done, I go ahead and fold it up and I part another row, and this row I'm going to add the Blazing Burgundy. So after I add the Blazing Burgundy, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to part another row, and I'm not going to do anything with that row because I just want that row to be the same hair color that my hair currently is. So the pattern is going to be blonde, burgundy, black, blonde, burgundy, black. And that's basically it for that. So as you can see, it's not very difficult. It's kind of hard working with the foil, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to do. So after I am finished applying the highlights to my hair, I let it sit for 45 minutes and then I go wash it out. Then I went back in and I used a shampoo. I used the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Moisture Retention Shampoo to wash my hair out really good. I think I did about 2 or 3 shampoos just to make sure that I got all the color out of my hair. After I shampooed my hair, I went back in and I used the conditioner that was included in the box, and this is the Pantene Pro V Relax and Natural conditioner. I put this on, I left it on for 2 to 3 minutes as it says in the instructions, and I rinsed it out. This is actually a pretty good conditioner, but just to make sure that my hair had the maximum moisture, I went back in again and I did a deep condition with the Proclaim Argan Oil Intense Hydrating Mask, and I actually left this on my hair for about 45 minutes, 20 minutes with heat, 25 minutes without heat. I just kind of let it sit on there and then I washed it out, and that was the whole process. After that, I styled as normal. So I'm going to go ahead and include a few pictures on the end of this video just so you can see the color really good in case you can't see it on the camera. I hope this video was helpful, and the only other thing that I can say is if you're not confident in doing this, just go to a stylist. It was very messy for me. It took a lot of patience and it was a little discouraging in the beginning when I started working with the foil, but once I got the hang of it, it just kind of ended up working out. So there's nothing wrong with going to the stylist, but I'm just kind of one of those people, I like to do it on my own. So yeah, thank goodness it worked out. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave them below. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope this video was very helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.